Hey everybody, this is Iconic, coming to you with another little stream. I thought it'd be a nice little surprise for the EU server. I'm just going to go ahead and trek around the EU server and see if I can find people and see what they're wearing. I kind of did that last time, but I kind of just did it in a short. I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool to kind of just trek around the EU server, and kind of just take a look around and see what we got. I expect it to be pretty sparse, but I like to give the EU server guys, the EU server kids, a chance. So I figured I'd go ahead and show them a little bit of love. I'm on my little iconic simulation on this server, and he's got his diamond chroma from the Imp Mart, so pretty good deal there. So we're just gonna go ahead and start out. Just gonna take a look at who we got. So we have Black Dragon here. I know this is going to be very late or very early for some for EU for the US side, but it's around 6 o'clock, 6:30 for the EU people, so they are just starting their morning. So we got some people that are nice, bright, and early that are hanging out in the House of Legends. We got ourselves a Batman character, Chris, 33. He's got his Batman going on. Hey Dennis, how's it going? Welcome to chat. And we've got Tier over here. I figure I'll probably go to like Mogo as well, kind of check out that area, see if I can spot people over there. Welcome to Diergo. Yeah, probably not the best comment to be putting into the chat, but I do encourage you to participate if you want to. Let's just make sure we're following the guidelines of the of YouTube. Let's try to keep our stuff somewhat PG-13 at best. All right. Who do we got here? We got Colder. I can't even pronounce the rest of that. But there we go. Let me go ahead and give him a howdy, so that he doesn't feel like I'm not replying. Let him feel heard. There we go. Very nice. Quantum material. Very nice. Alright, we got one person over here. Got Wise Treant. And checking out his Madness Chroma. That is the Egyptian sorcerer suit with the cybernetic headpiece. Very nice. There we go. Hey Dierga. Welcome to chat, bud. Just same. Alright. Let me reply to him. He just sent me a message. He's, bro, I'm your fan. I always see your style video. I'm gonna say, when people message me, I always thank them for watching. I really do appreciate everybody's support. Thanks for watching You're on stream. Smiley face. There we go. And then we have Ezork over here. Very nice. So he's got himself. I think some of that's the enigmatic chroma with the cosmic skin. I remember when the cosmic skin was the thing. Yeah, I remember when that was the thing back in the day before we had the cosmic material. That's like really old school. We got. Did Savage change his? Yes, he did. Let's take a look at him. Very nice. So it looks like we got ourselves some sort of like a Superman character with the Phoenix. I remember when the Phoenix was, I think it was the second material that was ever put into the game, and literally everybody used that besides the comic. I mean the cosmic material. Everybody loved it. Everybody was wearing the Phoenix like no tomorrow. I remember a bunch of people that would literally wear the Phoenix over their whole suit. Like it was just blinding Phoenix material. That's all it was. Alright, let's see if we have any more phases. So I think we've capped out on everybody that we have in this phase. So I'm going to go ahead and check out Mogo, and then I'll move to like Watchtower and stuff like that. Because I know, let me see how many people we got here. So we got 13 people. I got 13 people to hunt down. So we got View New over here, or New. So it looks like they're a new character. Bad Bankster, so it might be a bank character. Alright, so that's them. So we've got... Okay, so we saw just same. We saw them in the House of Legends. No one doing the bounty. Yeah, the time-torn Matt. Yeah, that was crazy. Is there anyone here? I don't think so. I don't see anybody. That's literally just all the Green Lanterns in Sinestro, or Amensur Corps, I guess you could say. Yeah, the time-torn, but the time-torn came much later. They had that come out in one of the time capsules, I believe, during Age of Justice, and everybody loved that. That was a nice one too. But I think the Phoenix really was king for quite a while. It was insane how well people loved that. I think I just saw somebody over here. Alright, I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, but yeah, those were the days. And that was an insane DLC, because a lot of people forget you had to get collections for 3 omnipotent items. So you had a head style, a back style, and a waist style. So you had Pertegaton's back. No, Pertegaton's belt. And then you had his belt, then you had that time device back piece, and then you had the helmet. You had like the gas mask helmet. So that was a lot. Especially for like back then, having 3 different collections, and like having the ultra rare collections and like alerts and raids. That was a big deal back then. That was considered a big grind. And then I mean, look at us now. We're wearing like close to 4 different omnipotent items at this point, and we made 2 this time around. So we got a Deadly Iris here. Looks like a Poison Ivy character. I really like the new auras that they made. like the fire one, and then that plant one. I think they are the start to a lot of new auras that end up not only just being around you like the regular ones, but they like also emanate energy from like from your character. It's not simply around your character. It's from your character. So it comes out of the chest, out of the back, out of the shoulders, out of the hands, out of the arms. Like it emanates from them. It doesn't just kind of sit around them. Uh, and the flower one's kind of the second one to see that sort of a result. But the first one that I saw that was definitely like that was the Hellblazer. I think the Hellblazer really kind of upset the Aura scene, because yeah, the it's like now we know what they can do, and they can do so much better, and it really showed what they're able to do. Like one of my league mates was telling me that it's very similar to the sort of auras you can get from like Elder Scrolls. And like I've never played that game. Like this is like my first MMO, so you know I've got like 12 about 12 years into this game. So this is all I've really ever known. Um, so I was like, oh really? And he's like, yeah. So I'm the only one here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to House of Legends, or I'll do Metropolis just for shits and giggles. Um, but yeah, he said that's kind of like a common thing for them, for Elder Scrolls and stuff like that. So, uh, so I always thought it was really interesting that other games have had like that sort of capacity, and we're just seeing that now after basically 12 years of the game being around. So, uh, in my mind, I guess it's better late than never. But it's a welcome change. I'm really glad that it's finally come full circle, and we're actually getting like good stuff like that. Hola, oh, by the way, Hollow, I forgot to say it. Welcome to chat. Um, he says, I don't like how this episode, there's two omnipotent pieces in one episode. Okay, so they said that they're going to have the next chapter in quarter three. So something tells me that they kind of threw all it, like they threw the extra mark, like that made the gear more expensive. They threw the extra marks in, like into. They threw the extra marks. How do I say? They threw like they made everything more expensive, and they did the two items. I think because even though this it says quarter three, I think it's going to be the very end of the third quarter that they're actually going to give us the new content. That's what I think. It's not what they've said. It's what I think that they're going to do, or kind of the idea. So they're trying to keep us busy, and give us plenty of like busy work to grind after in that time. So I personally think that, and this is just me projecting what I think. Um, I think it's going to be like September is probably when they're going to drop this stuff. So we're already, July, August, September. So and what this chapter came out like May. So May, June, July, August, September. So they figure about 4.5 months. That's going to be a lot of time for you just to kind of kick back and not really have anything to do. So that's them kind of being like, okay, well, we're going to give you something to do, so that you can't, complain and say that you had nothing to do and there was nothing, for you to do in the meanwhile. They don't, oh, this game is dead because there's nothing to do. Like, they're going to be like, okay, well, we're going to give you things to do. We're going to give you things to grind for. So that's what I think it is. It's really them just trying to keep things, keep you busy with something. Uh, so I don't know, but that's how I'm kind of reading it. It's to keep you occupied, and to have you kind of coming back, keeping their metrics up, making sure that you're playing the game. Um, taking every opportunity to have you doing something. Yeah, I mean that's what it kind of screams out to me is, even though they're not very alt friendly, they do want you to play alts to, like obviously that's the only way you're gonna get all the marks and everything all in time. Like I've been consistently grinding out on different alts to get the OP item catalysts for my main. Without them, I would not have the stuff that I have done now. So that's kind of just the fact there. It's like there, like I wouldn't be able to grind out everything that I did if I didn't have alts. So even though this game isn't super alt friendly, they're still necessary to a certain point. And I mean, I think they know that. Like, I mean, the devs are the person that does the pricing and all that and decides how much. Like, they know what they're doing, uh, you know. So it wouldn't surprise me. They know what they're doing. They're trying to make sure that their metrics are up and make sure that you're involved and you're doing things in the game. Hollow says, I wish I could show you my style, but I'm on Xbox. Um, yeah, I don't have an Xbox, so you kind of got me there. Luckily with PC, I can switch to the different server areas for at least this platform to kind of check out, EU and US and whatnot. But if you do kind of want to show me, the style that you got, um, I mean, you can. So I've got a. If you look at the about, like the about you section on the channel, you'll see that I have a Discord server. If you don't have Discord, I mean that's fine. You don't have to join the server. But if you do, you can join the server and you can post in the style area and kind of just show everybody your style. That's another good thing to do. I also just boosted the server recently, so there's a new server tag for everybody in there as well. Um, but yeah, it's a nice little tight knit community over there. So I encourage you to check it out if you want, if that's an option for you. Because we actually have a few members on there that are actively on Xbox, and that's our kind of way of still connecting, Because I know I'm never really going to see them like I don't want to say in person, but in character. I'm never gonna like see them on a server or whatever because because I just don't have that platform. Oh, and it just popped. Welcome to the server, Hollow. It just popped. I just got the notification. Welcome. Enjoy your stay. All right. You know what? While I'm on this character, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can go ahead and run maybe the seasonal or something. Run some with some players as I kind of wait. I know it's probably not feasible, but I'm gonna try anyway. But yeah, so we got a nice little community. A lot of stuff going on. And the more you interact in the server, you get little cute roles that come with it over time. Samuel, what did I already look at him? No, I didn't. Ooh, this is nice. I like how he overlapped the wraps with the chest style. I think that actually works really well. Like, look, that goes right up on there. I like that. It's on the dark side, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's actually really nice. Okay, this is like based on like Sinestro's daughter. Yeah, very nice style. Somebody's asking to queue up for the cancel. Alright, let's see if that pops it. Alright, let me type in. Alright, let me type in LFG. I'm queued up for seasonal. Alright, there we go. Let them know that I'm supporting them and I'm queued up for the seasonal. So if anybody else ends up wanting to join, they'll know. Alright, so we got Kane over here. So it looks like it's like a Amazon Themysciran inspired style. Maybe it's like also like a speedster. He's got the QWERTY and stuff. Nice. Oh, and look at that, it popped. So we're gonna go ahead and head in there and do this little, just a little bit. And, it'll allow these people. I mean, I don't really need the marks or anything, but it'll allow them to go ahead and be able to get this done for those that really need it, and then I can kind of inspect them. So you got Genesis here, Cod Lapin. So I actually saw him earlier, and then you got Boston Bear. I think I saw them earlier. Yeah, I saw them earlier. That's a nice aura. I had to get a character up because I really wanted that aura. They did a good job on that. I kind of turned like all the sound effects and voices off. But yeah. I'm gadgets. I have no idea what I'm really doing with it. I'm kind of choosing what I think will work best for it. Or what I think it would. Oh, we're actually burning them down pretty quick. Alright, turn the console. Alright. That was nice and quick. Oh, look at that headline. Nice. And second damage, it's not bad. Okie doke. And then I'll head back to the House of Legends. Yeah, it should pop me back in. Talk to Aquaman. Alright. Just to kind of get that out of the way. Alright, let's take a look who's here. So we already looked this one. We've got Terra something over here. Terracina. Ooh, that's very nice. I like it. You got the nice scorching fire aura, and then you have the new chroma. The chroma's really nice. I did a short on it of the style that I was wearing for yesterday's stream, and then I even have like the full like the details video on there. But it's a really good chroma. I'm probably gonna have to buy it for my female character. Because I want to make sure that she gets it. So we've got ourselves a cyborg Superman right here. And then we got ourselves a Superman right here. So very nice. I like the pants. I think a lot of people know I'm a big fan of those. I think it's really good. Very nice. The thing I'd probably try with those pants would probably be the I'd probably try to use that Conrad belt. The it's basically the Red Sun Wonder Woman belt. I'd probably end up using that to go ahead and see how it looks with that. It'd have like a very classic old-timey feel to it. I think it would turn out pretty good. All right, let's go check by the sparring targets. I think I'm just gonna random queue some of this stuff. Omnibus, all omnibus. There we go. Who do we got over here? Give them a slow turn. I like that skin. That skin's nice. The cursed visage. You can't go wrong with that. I really like that for like rage styles. Because it has like the tears kind of coming out of the eyes. I like that. The black tears. There we go. East Regal Hotel Challenge. If this is just single player, then I'll probably opt out of it. Because it kind of defeats the point of like playing with other players. Okay, it is single player. I'm gonna opt out of that. I'll probably just do omnibus alerts. Alright. How many phases are we sitting on right now? Is it just the one? Yeah, it's just the one. I'm gonna go ahead and check out Mogo again in a little bit. Ooh, who's this? Got Jackson Drake. Let's take a look at them. It looks like they're wearing a lot of the high density gear, or it is just about all the high density gear except the chest and legs. Very nice. One day we got Rage Overlord and the red time. Got the red Time Torn Rage character. Very nice. Welcome to chat, Dark Sour. He says, early morning for EU. Better to be in like 10 a.m. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're probably right. Only thing is, I probably won't be up at that point. So, like I usually stay up pretty late, but I didn't know how long I was really gonna stay up today. But yeah, so I figured I'd go ahead and, you know, try my best to showcase maybe a few styles, you know, when I'm out and about. And I'm seeing a bunch of good styles, so I'm not really disappointed. I knew that it might be very sparse, because I mean, it's the EU server. And I think kind of everybody knows what kind of comes with that. But we're seeing quite a few nice styles, and I think I'm definitely seeing quite a few styles that'll probably end up in a short, to be honest. So and I mean, and it won't even really take me that long to do that. So I don't mind spending a little bit of time out here. But yeah, I'm sure it's pretty early. I mean, it's definitely much later if I were to do anything for like the US server. But I mean, this is EU, so it's slightly better. Slightly, ever so slightly better. Alright, so who do we have here? So we have like a pirate character. Very nice. I like the glow of the eye patch. I think that's really neat. Alrighty. Captain DRM. I like that. So he probably just bought his Black Nebula pack. Very nice. I think he maybe got like the Aura pack and maybe the Chroma pack. But it's not bad. It's pretty nice. All right. Wow, I didn't even touch Arkillo and I somehow got that feat. That's crazy. That is insane. I didn't even like do that fight. Alright, Basimir. I actually already saw them. Who's over here? Alright. Who's this? The King 20. So it looks like kind of like a Flash character with like source energy. Celestial Rage Overlord, we saw him earlier. Got Light Mirander, we saw him in the House of Legends. We got Tiku, so we saw them also in the House of Legends. Alright. So that's an Owlman character. I'll be sure to respond to that Hollow when I get done with the stream, 100%. I always kind of try to view everything and make sure that almost everything is looked at. I can't promise everything, but I try my best to take a look at everything. And you know, and especially people will kind of like kind of highlight me if there's really something that that they want me to look at. 100%. We got Sunstroke over here. Oh boy, I actually like this. This reminds me a lot of my Apollo style that I did like 4 videos back. Very much the same same feel. Very nice. We've got Red Falcon. I thought it was gonna be like Falcon from the MCU. It's actually a Red Falcon. That is crazy. All right, I'm gonna do, I don't know, maybe. Oh, okay. All right. So this looks like an Ares character. I actually really like the feel of this one. I like the feel of that. That's actually really nice. And I do like the detail of like the demonic skin. It really has like a roughed up look. Oh, I gotta check out side character. Way, okay, all right. I was about to say he looked like the guy that was literally right in front of me. Yeah, very nice. And I know why he didn't put a material on his head, because then it would take away the the blackened face material. Let's see. Yeah, let's Sunstroke. Did he change his style again? Yes, he did. Well, I think I actually like this one even better than that, because it has like almost like the smoke feel to it. But I think the thing that really puts it over the edge is the detail of the eyes with the skin. I really like that. We got Misty Ruby over there. Okay, so they're probably like a skip character, so they don't really have that many styles, but very nice nevertheless. And then we've got Amazing Me over here. Very nice. I feel like the feet could have like some more detail or something from the material. I think if you had the material down with the feet somehow, I think that'd be kind of cool. Or something on the body somewhere as an accent. Maybe like the one-handed like Insidious glove or something. But otherwise, it's not bad. It's very nice style. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say howdy. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna pop into the House of Legends. Alright, so we got PC Fim over here. So it's like a Harley mock character. Let me see. Let's see if we got more people over here. I figure I'll do like maybe one more tour of this area. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, now we got everybody coming on. I like that, and more reasons to use the kick me back sign. Oh hell yeah, I'm all about that. I think that's a style that's like never really used a lot, but it's so great. I really like the style. We got Shadow Moon here. But yeah, it's really nice. I really really enjoy using the kick me back sign whenever I have the chance. But I like this. This is like an other dimensional style. And I like how the accessory kind of clips through the back. I like that very much. I got Lita Pita over here. It says, yo, yo, I didn't even knew you were live before. Yes, I am live. Usually I sneak around and do this in secret, like I did last time. But this time I was like, why don't I kind of like open up a back door to like seeing what I do when I kind of just trek around the EU server. You know, and then everybody can kind of take a look into the EU server as it's up, and everybody's kind of doing their thing. You know, and my guy's a little guy, so I like to think that I go somewhat unnoticed until, you know, till they actually take a good look at me. Then I gotta quickly dip away. But, you know, so I can kind of just, you know, like a snake in the grass, I'm kind of just taking a look at people as they're doing their thing. It's like a green bull over here. So, you know, just trying new things, trying to interact maybe a little more with the EU server, just in general. I don't know how often I can do this, but I want to do it enough. So if I find myself with a little bit of downtime, for me, it's not really that much effort to go ahead and do this, and I think it pays off very nicely with people interacting and everybody kind of feeling like they've been seen. I think it's good overall. So in my mind, I'm like, if it's easy enough, like why not? Why not go ahead and do it and have a little fun with it? Yeah. So it was kind of something that was spur of the moment. Uh, but I think it's really nice. So I figured, why not? So we got ourselves a Black Adam, and he definitely wanted those eyebrows. All right. It says nice. Most player come at 12 p.m. if you want to see more styles from other players. I would 12 p.m. Um, I'm trying to convert the time over. 12 p.m. would probably be about 5 p.m. my time. Unfortunately, around that time, I am most likely working. So usually I work about midday to late at night sometimes, or actually more recent a lot of the times. So uh, so that may not be really possible for me. Uh, so maybe on like a day off or something, I'll really think about that. But this was something where it was kind of like, like I just got out of work for the most part today, or somewhat close to that. So for me, it was just like, okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what EU is up to, and kind of check it out, and maybe interact with some of y'all, and do that for a little bit, and then kind of call it a night. But I usually stay up till like at least my time is like, I don't know, anywhere from 2 to 3 in the morning. And so for you guys, that would probably be like 8 or 9, or let me see, 2 or 3 in the morning in about 6 hours. Yeah, about 9 o'clock in the morning, something like that for you guys. Maybe 10. So, yeah. So, still kind of getting the hang of when people get on for EU, but I appreciate it to kind of get like an idea of like where people when they're usually on, which it makes sense because at that time, uh, at that time, 12 p.m., I imagine like everybody's already out of work. They're kind of trying to unwind and whatnot. Or you get some of those late players that are also on. Kind of the same thing for like US, but kind of translated to your time zones. Because I think the EU for the most part is roughly 6 to 7 hours ahead of my time. And then like the West Coast, I think is 2 hours, 2 hours earlier or later. I'd really have to look. But yeah, it's like a 2 hour difference. I think they're 2 hours earlier than us. Yeah, like 2 hour difference. So when it's like or when it's like 1 p.m., I think it's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon for us, something like that. Cause I'm basically East Coast, so I'm Florida, so I'm Eastern time. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give Mogo another look, and then I think I'll call it a stream. I'll look at Mogo and then I'll come back here, cause I don't wanna. I'm gonna try to not miss really any, styles, cause I know people want to show off what they got, and I don't blame them. Like this one right here, I don't, like this is a very nice style. I don't want to miss out on something like this. Very nice style, and it goes well with the horns. And I got Lapita saying, yeah, at the moment here it's EU, it's 7:19, but if you want to know one day when it is busy to make more content, you could PM me, then I can share you the information based on how busy it is out here. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, very nice. And it looks like they got another style going on. It's like a wolf style. Very nice. And then we've got Wutan or Wotan. So it's a very angelic, celestial style. Very nice. And I actually like that hand-head aura. That's the light blue plasmic head hands. That's it. Like, that aura is nice. I wish they made a full aura like that. Like, I wish that they converted a lot of their hand auras that they have from like the Halloween event. I wish that they made them into full auras, because I think a lot of them would be great. And I mean, to be honest, how much more effort would it really take to make a full aura? I don't know. For me, it seems like it wouldn't be that much of a difference, because I mean, they've done it for other auras as well. So for me, I don't know. I don't know if it would really be that much more of a difference. But a lot of them are nice, and it's a shame that they don't have full aura variants. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna go check out Mogo. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out Mogo. Alright, let's see who we have here. Got Amazing. We looked at him. Very nice. Light Rider. I think we looked at him. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's anybody over at the other area. Oh, it looks like there's a robot that's just sitting underneath that overhang. That's crazy. Okay, so we saw them in the House of Legends. Okay. So it's just me and them. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go back to the House of Legends. Take one more look, and then I think it's safe to say that we can wrap up the stream. I also went ahead and like improved a lot of the aspects of like the borders and all that in the beginning and end screens and stuff like that. I had a lot of fun with it. But yeah. So there's that too. Because I think the old one was a little on the cumbersome side. I know this one kind of covers up the loadout a little bit. But I think you can still see some of it, and there's not much of a sacrifice there. I don't know. I really like how it looks, so I'm kind of just like, eh. Ooh, this is nice. Yeah, I'm glad I came back around to take a look at this. I think this is easily one of the best Magnetos I've seen in a while. Very nice. Yeah, I think for sure. I think he's gonna be the thumbnail. He's gonna be the thumbnail for the short. Not gonna lie. Very nice style. Yeah, definitely a lot of work was put into that. You can tell. Alright, who is this? Oh, let's look at Mona. I don't think I've seen Mona yet. I kind of like that. It kind of feels like a Harley Quinn, like Joker character, but like with like a assassin feel to it. And I like the laughing part. I think that's kind of cool. I think that works. All right. One more swing around here. Okay, so we got 2 over here. Okay, I don't think I've looked at Z. Oh, it looks like they're gone. Okie doke. Alright, so I think this is a good point to end it. I really appreciate y'all for kind of taking this little journey with me as we're kind of rummaging around the EU server. I'll probably do like the short and pop it up in like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. You know, the next day off or whatnot. But this should come out at some point pretty soon. I appreciate you all for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next video / stream. Laters. And give it a wave. Give it a wave, boys. Alrighty.